10 hidden signs someone is sexually attracted to you. Have you ever found yourself wondering if someone is sexually attracted to you but couldn't quite figure it out? You're not alone. Many of us have been in situations where we just can't decode the subtle signals of attraction. Sometimes, these signs are so subtle that they slip right under our radar, leaving us confused and unsure about where we stand with that special someone. But what if I told you there are hidden signs, clues that are often overlooked, that reveal someone's true feelings? In this video, we're going to dive deep into the world of attraction and show you how to spot these secret signals. From the way they speak to the touch of their hand, these signs can give you the clarity you need to know if someone is sexually attracted to you. And the best part? These cues are often subconscious, so you don't need to ask outright to know what they're feeling. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to read people like a pro and decode their attraction. Whether you're at a party, on a date, or simply having a casual conversation. So, if you've ever been unsure about someone's interest, keep watching because the answers are closer than you think. Let's uncover these 10 hidden signs of sexual attraction. 1. Change in vocal tone. Have you ever noticed someone's voice change when they're around you? It's not just in your head. When someone feels romantically or sexually attracted to you, their vocal tone can change in subtle but meaningful ways. The nervousness and excitement that come with attraction often cause a shift in how we speak. Our voices become softer, more intimate, and lower in pitch almost instinctively. This vocal change is deeply rooted in our biology. When we feel drawn to someone, we subconsciously try to create a more inviting atmosphere by speaking gently, which encourages closeness. Think about it, when someone is interested in you, they want to draw you in with their voice. It's a nonverbal cue that signals intimacy without them needing to say much. Have you ever had someone speak to you in a way that made you lean in a little closer? Or made you feel like you were the only person in the room? That could be because they were unconsciously adjusting their tone to communicate attraction. When a person is attracted to you, they're often looking to create a sense of emotional and physical closeness. And a lower, more hushed voice is one of the ways they do this. If you start noticing a change in vocal tone when you're with someone, pay attention, it could be a clear sign of sexual interest. 2. Playful touching. Let's talk about touch. Touch is one of the most powerful forms of communication we have, and when it comes to attraction, it's one of the biggest clues you can look for. But don't worry, this isn't about awkward or unwanted physical contact. We're talking about playful, light touches that seem casual but actually carry a deeper meaning. Picture this, someone lightly brushing a strand of hair from your face, giving you a playful nudge after a joke, or gently patting your shoulder. These little moments of touch are often a test, a way for the other person to gauge your reaction. Are you comfortable? Are you open to getting closer? Subtle physical contact can be a way of communicating interest, even without saying a word. When we touch someone, it releases oxytocin, the hormone that's often referred to as the cuddle hormone. It helps create a sense of emotional bonding, which can make both people feel more connected. So if someone keeps giving you light, playful touches, it's a sign they're testing the waters to see if you're as interested in them as they are in you. It's a nonverbal way of saying, hey, I want to be closer. And if the chemistry is right, it can lead to something even more intimate. 3. They send snaps. In today's digital age, sending photos is a common way to communicate. But when it comes to attraction, those seemingly simple pictures could be packing a bigger punch than you realize. If someone keeps sending you pictures, especially ones where they're looking their best, you might think it's just for fun, but in reality, sharing these images is often a subtle way of expressing attraction. When someone sends you a selfie or a candid photo of themselves, it's not just about sharing a moment, it's about making sure you notice them, and hopefully, appreciate their appearance. It's almost like saying, I think I look great, and I want you to see it too. It's a way to spark attraction without needing to say anything directly. But that's not all. When someone shares pictures of themselves, it often carries an element of mystery and sexual tension. Think of it as a nonverbal invitation. You can look, but you can't touch. It's a playful way to keep you interested without giving everything away at once. So, the next time someone sends you a snap of themselves, pay attention. It might not be just a casual picture. It could be their way of showing you they're attracted to you. 4. Flirty texts or messages. Texting can be tricky, right? It's easy to misinterpret tone or intentions over text, which makes it all the more exciting when someone starts sending you flirty messages. If someone begins texting you things like, I can't stop thinking about you, or I wish you were here right now, that's more than just a friendly chat. These messages are loaded with desire and affection. But it's not just the content of the message that matters. Timing plays a huge role in flirting through text. If your crush is texting you first thing in the morning or late at night, that's a big indicator that you're on their mind at the start and end of their day. And don't forget about emojis. If you notice emojis like the hot eyes or a cheeky tongue sticking out, they're turning the heat up on the flirting. Flirty texts are a way of saying, "I'm thinking about you" in a more intimate, exciting way, without saying it outright. It's a clear sign they're interested, but they're keeping it playful, testing the waters to see how you respond. So if you've been getting more late-night texts, teasing messages, or heart-eyed emojis, it's time to take notice. They're definitely flirting with you. 5. Lip biting or licking. The lips are one of the most sensual parts of the body, and when someone bites or licks their lips around you, it's not just because they're nervous or thirsty. While it's true that some people do this out of habit or because they're focused on something, lip biting or licking can also be a powerful sign of attraction. It's a natural response to sexual tension, often done subconsciously as a way to release some of the pent-up energy that comes with being around someone you find attractive. Think about it. When someone bites their lip or licks it in your presence, they're making their lips more noticeable, almost inviting you to focus on them. But here's where it gets interesting. This isn't always a clear-cut sign. The context is key. Are they doing it while making eye contact with you? Are they doing it during an intimate or flirty moment? These scenarios suggest their lip actions are linked to sexual attraction. Keep an eye out for these little movements, because they can tell you a lot about how someone feels about you. 6. Lingering goodbye. We've all experienced that moment when you're saying goodbye to someone, but neither of you really wants to part ways. Maybe it's that extra hug that lasts just a little too long, or the way someone keeps talking to you even though the conversation is supposed to end. If someone is lingering around after a conversation, it's often a clear sign they're not quite ready to leave. This could be because they simply enjoy your company or, more likely, because they're attracted to you and want to extend their time together. Sometimes, the goodbye becomes a chance to make one last connection or leave a lasting impression. In these moments, the physical contact can become more intimate. Perhaps they'll gently touch your hand, hold it a bit longer than necessary, or share a lingering hug. All of this speaks volumes. When someone can't seem to tear themselves away, it's not just about being polite, it's a sign they might want something more, and they're trying to prolong the connection because they're emotionally invested. 7. The eyes don't lie. When it comes to attraction, the eyes have a way of revealing a lot more than words ever could. Have you ever noticed someone's pupils dilating when they're around you? This isn't a trick of the light, it's a physiological response to attraction. When we're sexually drawn to someone, our brain automatically triggers our pupils to enlarge. It's a natural reaction that we have little control over, and it's one of the most telling signs of attraction. But it's not just about pupil size. Eye contact itself plays a huge role in conveying interest. When someone holds your gaze a little longer than usual or looks at you with a sense of admiration, that's a strong sign they're sexually attracted to you. But be cautious. While dilated pupils can indicate attraction, they can also be a sign of excitement or even nervousness. Always consider the context. If someone's gaze lingers on you with that special spark, it's likely they're more than just interested in the conversation. 8. Hair twirling or playing with hair. Let's talk about hair. Have you ever caught someone playing with or twirling their hair while you're around? This seemingly innocent act can actually be a sign of attraction. When people are nervous or attracted to someone, they often fidget with their hair as a subconscious way of drawing attention to themselves. Think about it. When someone flips their hair or touches it frequently while speaking to you, it could be their way of subtly saying, "Look at me, I'm interested." Hair is an incredibly sensual part of our body, especially the face and neck areas, which are often viewed as erogenous zones. So when someone brushes their hair or runs their fingers through it while you're around, it's a way of signaling sexual appeal without saying a word. It's like their body is trying to subconsciously draw you in by making themselves seem more attractive. 9. You feel the sexual tension. Sometimes, the most powerful sign of sexual attraction isn't something you can see or hear, it's something you can feel. Sexual tension can create a palpable energy between two people. It's that electric sensation that seems to spark every time you're in close proximity. You can literally feel the chemistry in the air, making your heart race and your skin tingle. When you experience sexual tension with someone, your body reacts to their presence, and you can tell something more is brewing beneath the surface. This feeling can be so strong that you start daydreaming about them even when you're not around them. If you constantly find yourself thinking about someone, replaying moments or conversations in your head, it's a clear sign that sexual attraction is at play. Sexual tension is real, and when it's present, it can't be ignored. You'll feel it in your body, and it's one of the most undeniable signs someone is attracted to you. 10. They want to see your place. Have you ever noticed someone asking to come over to your place more often than usual? It might start off as an innocent request, maybe they want to watch a movie or grab a bite to eat, but if this request starts happening frequently, it could be a sign that they're trying to get closer to you in a more intimate way. Inviting themselves over gives them the perfect excuse to spend more one-on-one time with you and see how far they can push the boundaries. It's a subtle yet clear signal of sexual interest. When someone invites themselves into your space, it's like they're saying, I want to get closer to you. I want to see your world, to be more a part of your life. The next time someone asks if they can come over, pay attention to how they act. Do they seem excited at the thought of being alone with you? Do they linger a little too closely? These small hints are often their way of expressing desire without making it too obvious. If they're eager to see your place, it's likely because they want to be more intimate with you, in both the physical and emotional sense.